All the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors goes out to the other apostles of Great Millstone and all the brothers pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the planet Earth. I'm going to start at Malachi, the first chapter through the Spirit. The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. And one thing I want to point out is the way a lot of the chapters start out is the burden, right? Prophecy is a burden because really not every man can be in the way of the prophet, because prophets, you have to have thick skin to be a prophet. You have to go against the grain to be a prophet. You have to be made hard, which is edified. The word edified means to build, to make hard. So being a prophet is a burden, and a lot of it says it's part of that balance, right? Sweet in the mouth, bitter in the stomach. This truth is sweet when you learn you're an Israelite, and it becomes bitter as you digest this truth, right? As you eat the scroll, you eat the entire scroll. Oppression maketh a wise man mad, right? You learn more, you become more pissed off, more angry. Ecclesiastes 1:18 tells you, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So you see the prophecies and the prophets. A lot of the chapters when the prophets speak starts out with the burden of the word of Yahweh. All right, so just like it, Yahushai, he had a burden, right? Let me look that word up real quick since I'm talking about it. Burden, it means a load, typically a heavy one, right? This is a heavy load to carry, right? A heavy weight to carry. You see? So, just going in on that first verse. Let me keep reading. Verse 2, I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein that hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob. And that's how these people are. They're like, oh, well, if you love us, then why are we going through hell? And then it says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh, yet I love Jacob. All right? So there were two brothers, right? Esau and Jacob. And Yahweh loves Jacob. He doesn't like Esau, the forefather of the Edomites. And this is, the whole Bible is based on these two babies, Jacob and Esau. And there's a great separation. So, you've been deceived heavily when you don't understand that about the Bible. Verse 3, and I hated Esau and laid his waste mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right. So Esau, literally, it means wasted away. And that's what it is. You so-called white people are wasted away. Even your melanin, your pigment, or I should say your lack of melanin, your pigment in your skin, lack of pigment, shows that you're wasted away because you have no pigment. That was Cain's curse. When Yahweh cursed Cain, it went into his pigment. All right. So when he came back regenerated, reincarnated as Esau, he was born lacking that pigment. So the Lord put the spirit on Rebekah to name the baby Esau, which means wasted away. All right. Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, and Edom means red, all right, in Hebrew. We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. Okay? So, Esau, Edom, this verse says that he's going to build and Yahweh's going to throw down. And that's why they called, after the Roman Empire fell, then there was a period called the Dark Ages. And then when the Edomites started to thrive again, was after that 1,000-year period during the Dark Ages, and they call it the Renaissance time, because that means rebirth. So that means that's when the so-called white man he had a renaissance, a rebirth, meaning he started to he was raised up from the Caucasus Mountains and started to use his blessing, which is the sword, to have the dominion on the planet Earth. And that's when they called it the Renaissance, right? So it says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. And indignation, you go into that word, it means righteous hatred. So Yahweh has righteous hatred forever towards the Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man. Verse 5, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahweh will be magnified from the border of Israel. All right? Let me just get this, because, a lot of people will watch these videos. All right, so I'm going to show you, but I just wanted to tell the listeners, people watching this video, when I go to Google, it mutes my voice for some reason on this app. So just keep that in mind. But what I'm going to show you is just through Wikipedia proving you who Edom is, okay? And I'm going to show it to you. Like I say, you won't be able to hear my voice for a few moments, but when I come back off Google, you'll be able to hear my voice. But concentrate on Edom. I'm going to go to Wikipedia Edom, and then I'm going to go to the religion tab, and I'm going to have the article or the documentation on the screen, and then I'm going to explain it. But it tells you that Edom, basically the point I'm making is Edom became the Europeans, all right? Who were Edom became the Romans, who became the Europeans. So that's what you're going to look at when there won't be any sound for just a few moments. All right, and I'm not sure if it's recording me or not, but as you can see, I'm on Edom. I'm going to go down to Religion tab, and it says the descendants of Esau are compared to the Romans. Oh, they changed it, man. Didn't used to say this. Man, Wikipedia is all right, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to have to go look at some of the older videos that I did, because I guarantee you, and this is going to be something through the Spirit I'll have to do, Lord's will. But it shows you how wicked these Edomites are, because this truth is coming up and exposing Edom and the so-called white man. So now he's changed it up in the Wikipedia, because it was worded quite differently, and I'm gonna have to definitely go research that on some of my older videos. But now it's saying it's compared to the Romans, But in the old text, it said, now I'm gonna have to look at that right after I do this video, matter of fact. But in the old text, it said, who became the Romans became, the Edomites became the Romans, who became the Europeans. It was more to that effect than what I just pulled up. So you can see the so-called white man is being exposed. He's even changing the literature on Wikipedia because, you know, the skirt's being lifted on this devil. You see, he's being exposed. He's being revealed, like it tells you in Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians. Let me see this real quick. Hold on. Let me just look at this really quick. Salakia. But yeah, you can see Esau's catching hell because he's changing up the Wikipedia even nowadays. You know what? I'm going to leave that one alone because that one's talking about our people. But I'll go to Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians 2. And what is it, around 4? It says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, so basically, the spirit of the mouth is the prophets revealing who Esau Edom is, the wicked, according to the Bible. And he's going to destroy this place. The brightness of his coming is talking about Yahweh Shai when he returns, because he's going to come back with those clouds, those chariots. All right, it's going to be bright, glorious power displayed on that day by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai visiting the earth and destroying. That's why it says shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. But let's go back to Malachi. Yeah, man, Esau Edom, he's feeling the heat. He's changing the words in Wikipedia. So you used to look that up. You used to be able to look up Edom, and it would tell you that the Edomites were formerly the Romans, who would become the Europeans. Now it says comparable to the Romans. So he's a deceitful devil. He's changing shit up because he's getting revealed in his time, like we just read. But that's Kala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's beautiful. That's beautiful because he just fulfills prophecy, all right? He can't escape prophecy, but all he can do is fulfill prophecy. He'll do his best to try to escape prophecy, but the Lord is, it tells you in Jeremiah 49:12, he's certainly going to drink of this cup, all right? Let me see, Malachi 1 and 5. Verse 5, and your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahweh will be magnified in the border of Israel. All right? So we're going to see it. It says our eyes are going to see it, meaning we're going to see the destruction of our enemies. All right? Let's get a precept for that. Because we're literally going to see the destruction. We're going to see the fall of Babylon. Let's get this real quick. Let's try this one. Well, I got a few. Let's get a few. because it's actually considered a blessing to see your enemy fall. 25:7, it says, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart or in my mind to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy." You see that? So we're living to see the fall of our enemy right now. That's what we're going to witness, the great fall of the enemy, which is Esau, Edom, being utterly destroyed. Psalm 91:8. Let's get this real quick. "Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold," meaning observe, "and see the reward of the wicked." So what's the reward of the wicked? It's his destruction. That's going to be his reward for being wicked to us. All right, and let's grab one in 92, Psalm 90, the 92nd Psalm, 92:11. "Mine eyes also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me." And what's our desire of our enemies? To when you have an enemy, you don't want to see do you want to see your enemy thrive? Do you want to see your enemy flourish? No, you want to see your enemy destroyed. You want to see your enemy fall, right? So that's the desire. It says, "Mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemy." So anyway, let's go back to Malachi. But I'm still, I'm still pondering on that way that Esau went in there and changed Wikipedia up, because he's been exposed, he's being revealed. So he's trying to cover up things. That's his MO. He always tries to cover up. Why do you think he has so many aliases? Why do you think he was known as a Roman? He was known as a Greek. He was known as a Caucasian. He was known as a white guy now. He was known as, they got all kind of aliases. It's because he's trying to cover his wickedness. Only a wicked person would change your heritage or your race every generation, pretty much, So let's keep reading Malachi 1, and we'll go to verse 6. "A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith Yahweh of hosts unto you, O priests that despise my name. And ye say, wherein have we despised thy name? Ye offer polluted bread upon mine altar, and ye say, the table of Yahweh is contemptible." Right? And that polluted bread is when you're breaking down this doctrine incorrectly. So you can basically say all of the denominations, all the doctrines, all the philosophies of the churches here in America, Babylon, they're offering you polluted bread because they don't tell you according to the scriptures. They don't teach according to the scripture. So therefore that bread is polluted. Verse 8, "And if ye offer the blind for a sacrifice, is it not evil? And if ye offer the lame and sick, is it not evil? Offer it now unto thy governor. Will he be pleased with thee, or accept thy person, saith the Lord of hosts?" So when you do an offering, like when we would do offerings with the animals and the sacrifice of the animals, we would always use, like our forefathers, our righteous forefathers would use a perfect animal, meaning a goat or a sheep without blemish. That's why Yahweh Shai, he was without blemish, right? Without sin. So that's why he was the ultimate sacrifice, right? Because he was perfect. And that's what you give when you offer, and our forefathers would make offers, and I'm going to say our righteous forefathers because we had wicked forefathers who gave wicked offerings. But you always get a sheep without blemish or a lamb without blemish. Let's get that real quick. It's a law, right? It was a law by the Most High. And if you had a flock, you would have to take the best member of that flock as the sacrifice, right? Exodus 12:5. Your lamb shall be without blemish. Well, let's go. And this is talking about let's get it. Verse 5, Exodus 12:5. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. All right, so they weren't commanded to give a deformed lamb or goat with 3 legs. No, it had to be perfect, you see. So that's what we're reading here. Or if it was a lame goat or a goat that was blind, or sheep like we're reading here in Malachi. No, you have to have a perfect sacrifice. It's not up to par. It's not a good standard to if we were sacrificing, the lamest goat or the blind sheep. You see, Malachi 1, and I'm at verse 9. And now I pray you, beseech the Most High, that he will be gracious unto us. This hath been by your means. Will he regard your person, saith Yahweh of hosts? Who is there even among you that would shut the doors for naught? Neither do ye kindle fire on mine altar for naught. I have no pleasure in you, saith Yahweh of hosts, neither will I accept an offering at your hand. So, if you wicked, even your offering is going to be an abomination, all right? That's why even your prayer is an abomination for some of you people. Well, a lot of you people, if you're not calling on the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, even your prayer is an abomination. It don't crack the clouds. It don't reach the heavens. Think about that. Think about all these demons praying to Jesus Christ right now, thinking it unknowingly they think they're righteous, right? Oh, I made a change in my life. I accepted Jesus. Man, your prayer don't even crack the clouds. Your prayer is an abomination. And why is that? You're paying homage to the wrong name. You see? You might as well be giving up that 3-legged goat or that blind sheep for your sacrifice, which is unacceptable to Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. All right? Let me see. Let's go to Proverbs 28. And 9. He says, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayers shall be an abomination. All right, so if you don't listen to the laws, if you disregard the law, you think you're just under grace and you can do whatever the hell you want, that you could eat pork, that you could shave your face if you're a man, that you can, you can teach without wearing fringes, you can cover your head, wear a hat, while you prophesy. All these different laws that our people commit. No, well, it's a wicked thing, because you'll get reprimanded, you'll get rebuked, and you'll still do it. You'll make up some excuse or justification. Right? Now, am I saying that you keep the law perfect? No, we know that the scriptures tells us there's no way we can keep this law perfect. Only Yahweh Shai, right? Oh, Yahweh Shai was the only sacrifice without blemish. Everyone else were rehearsing the righteous acts. Right? That's why Yahweh Shai was so holy, because he was separate. He was holy because he was perfect. He was that perfect sacrifice. You see? But you people who disregard the law, you turn your ear from hearing the law, Your prayer is an abomination. Your offering is shit. Yahweh doesn't even want to hear your songs. He don't want to hear your songs. Like these Christians and these Catholics and all these different churches that be singing songs in their churches. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai ain't even trying to hear that. He calls it noise. Let's get that. Amos 5:23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. You see that? So he don't even want to hear your music and your noise. That's a noise. You know how when you live in apartments and someone's playing some fucking heavy metal or some music that you don't like it all, and it's loud as fuck, and you're just like, that's just noise, man. You have to go knock on the neighbor's door and tell him to turn it down because it's so annoying. That's what Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai feel about you people who try to sing your songs in the church, you know. Especially now in this being in this truth, you drive like me, I'll go to TikTok, and because of the algorithm, a bunch of people that are prophesying, and really they're false prophesying, pop up on my TikTok. So a lot of times they're singing these dumbass songs to their savior Jesus, and I throw the quotations in the air as I say that. They they're singing these dumbass songs, and to me it's annoying. It's noise. Even my daughter, my youngest daughter, I'll be flipping through the TikTok, and it's going through the car sound, the speakers, and even her, like, oh, change that, Dad, change that music. Because she knows, because I'm teaching her, and I'm bringing her up in this truth. So and the Lord shows you, because she got this truth even younger than I did, right? I got it when I was like 37, 36. She's only, she probably started being raised in this truth right around age 2 or 3, So in her spirit, she gets annoyed too, and I see it. It was funny when she did that. When she told me she was like, "Change it, Dad. Change that. What the heck's he singing, Dad? What the heck's he singing? Change that, Dad." So Yahweh shows you through the kids too, because that's your pa. Even me talking about it, it's true. But hey, it's the noise. The music is an abomination. Your prayer is an abomination if you turn your ear from the law. And what do these Christians do? They don't even acknowledge the law. Like if they acknowledge the law, they wouldn't acknowledge all these transgenders, all these homosexuals. They wouldn't just accept it all the way America does. So you can't tell me that because the law is to stone those people and put them to death because that's an abomination for another man to have sex with another man. Those are abominations. So we're out here calling out the transgressions, and these people who are okay with all that madness, and they accept it, and their kids, because there's lots of wicked vibrations pushed out on our people, and I see it even in the schools, even with the daughter I'm talking about. Like, she'll come home, and the other day she was like, "I'm quitting choir, Dad." And I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, you need to go to you started choir, now you need to stick to choir." She, "Well, Dad, all they want to do is sing Christmas songs in the choir." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, shit. If you want to quit, go ahead and quit. I'm with you. You ain't got to go to no damn choir." Because she's like, we were saying, that those songs are annoying to her. And why is that? Because I've raised her, and she's in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai. And Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai gives you examples, and with the kids, he'll show you. Like when she said that, I was like, oh, it was not for us, it was not a big deal, because I heard her say, "Oh, I don't want to go to choir." So I was like, all right, cool. You need to go to choir, When she told me why, I was like, all right, cool. And sit there and go into, a full conversation. I just left it at that. All right, cool. You ain't got to go to no choir. Because we know what's up. She knows what's up, All right, so back to Malachi. So, lucky, I'm getting off the topic. Really, I'm not having a topic. I'm just kind of everywhere right now. But I am going to have to research that the Edomites on the Edom, because I have several videos that shows the when I looked up Edom, and it's not worded the way they changed it. They changed it up, man. So let me see here. Malachi 1, and I'm at verse 11. It says, far from the rising of the sun, even until the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. I mean, so people will say, oh, well, he has many names. He has many. No, man. He has one name. That's why all you Gentiles, you strangers, that's what Gentile means. So, the word Gentile applies to all people. Even the Israelites are Gentiles. All right? The ones who don't know the name, they're Gentiles. If you don't know the true names, you're still a Gentile. If you're taught the names and you still want to call the Messiah Jesus, then you're a Gentile. All right, and that's gonna be a violation worthy of death. So it's gonna be. Let me read it again. From the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name. Does it say unto my names? No, it says unto my name, singular, not plural. All right. So it's enough with these people. You tell them the name, and they want to say, oh, he has many names. No, he has one name, man. That don't even make sense, right? And a pure offering for my name shall be great among the heathen. Again, does it say my names shall be great among the heathen? It says my name. For my name shall be great among the heathen, saith Yahweh of hosts. But ye have profaned it, in that ye say the table of Yahweh is polluted, and the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible. You see that? They've profaned it. The profanity, remember, it means outside of the church, outside of the temple. You using any of these false names, and you're literally, that's profanity. I'm not saying fuck, motherfucker, bitch, cocksucker. People will say, oh, that's profanity. But no, literally the word profane, it's in the in the Greek, but it means outside of the temple, outside of the church. So when you're teaching outside of this truth, teaching other names, that's profanity. All right, you've been taught that profanity is saying cuss words. All right, so that's the true profanity, is teaching this truth wrong, or going outside of the church. Anything outside of this truth, then you twist it, that's profanity. Verse 13, ye said also, behold, a weariness is it, and ye have snuffed it at it, saith Yahweh of hosts, and ye brought that which was torn, and the lame, and the sick. Thus ye brought an offering. Should I accept this of your hand, saith Yahweh? But cursed be the deceiver which hath his flock in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto Yahweh a corrupt thing. For I am the great king, saith Yahweh of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. All right? So the true name is dreadful among the heathen. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, Shai. All right? Those are the true names that are dreadful among the heathen, among the nations. But now, like, everybody has lost remembrance. That's why the prophets coming into remembrance. We have the true names, and we, in time past, because, that they feared that name, because they knew that Israel had the powerful, almighty, powerful God, Yahweh. All right? That's why his book is so powerful. The most powerful book in the history of mankind is the Bible. But the God of the Hebrew Bible, his name is Yahweh. And that's the name that's dreadful among the heathen. And his son also, Yahweh Shai. All right? That's the name that is dreadful among the heathen, not Jesus. Jesus is, how many times when you hear Jesus is that dreadful to people? Never. People are all, oh shit.